Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency. For most of us, it's just another one of those crazy schemes to make money that billionaire investor Warren Buffett advised would, quote, come to a bad end. One of those bad ends may be happening now, and it could impact the power supply for all of us. Joce Sterman explains.
Plattsburgh, New York, a small city near the Canadian border, is an unexpected hub for a high-tech business most people don't even understand. It's not out in the open, but tucked off the beaten path in a former paper mill. This is a Bitcoin mine.
The more machines you're running, the more data you're processing, the more reward you get.
Thomas Pillsworth started studying Bitcoin in 2012. Now he stockpiles the mines and hosts them for big investors. What's going on is a race to manage online money. Each of these devices is tracking the exchange of Bitcoin through complex math so that a Bitcoin can't be spent twice. So in essence, miners are getting paid for their work as auditors.
The only reason somebody would invest $2,000 in a Bitcoin miner and keep it on 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, they're not doing it because someone's going to pat them on the back. You get rewarded with a little bit of Bitcoin each time.
All that work needs a lot of power, and that may be straining our global supply. This week, an index that tracks cryptocurrency shows the Bitcoin network uses about the same amount of energy as the country of Austria, with one transaction using the same energy it would take to power 28 U.S. homes for a day. Operators zoned in on Plattsburgh for one simple reason.
Plattsburgh has some of the lowest, if not the lowest, electricity costs in the United States.
Plattsburgh struck a deal for cheap hydropower back in the 1950s. The cheap prices lingered, and miners took notice, seizing on Plattsburgh's power. Within months, residents say their bills surged. Mayor Colin Reed felt the immediate impact.
What did you hear from residents when they first started to see this difference on their power bills?
It was an outcry. Most people knew why their bills were going up 30 or 40%. So when those $150 bills start rising to $200 or $225, certainly Bitcoin is a very big part of those increases.
Did they object?
Yeah, they've been very vocal.
The mayor instituted the first moratorium on Bitcoin mining in the U.S. 18 months, no new mines until the city could do more research.
We don't necessarily object to somebody buying our electricity, but we view it as a fixed resource. We only have a certain amount to sell, and we'd like to generate as much bang for the buck as we possibly can for our community.
Communities around the world are navigating the cryptocurrency surge. Washington state saw a mining boom until last spring, when a key county also imposed a moratorium on new mines after reviewing their impact on utility operations. China's government has begun shutting down some of its massive mines, citing electricity use as one of the reasons. But where there are mines, there is money. In the tiny former Soviet state of Georgia, one American-based company, Bitfury, reportedly generated more than $90 million in revenue last year.
The whole world infrastructure is changing because of this. It is so narrow-minded to just look at Bitcoin at this point, because once you get under the hood and you realize what's going on, it's revolutionizing the whole world.
So, Joce, when a moratorium goes into place, then what?
Well, this is an industry that is entirely mobile. All they want is cheap power. So if they get a moratorium or if they get kicked out some other way, it's just on to the next.